Alright, real quick garden and fish pond update for you. I'm going to roll it all into one, and it's going to be quick. My lettuce is doing great. My cabbage is doing great, with exception of one of them over there. It's starting to rain, so I have to hurry, and we've been getting a lot of rain. Carrots are growing, beets are growing. Everything seems to be doing very well, with exception of the peppers and the tomatoes. And this is in the new bed that I made this year. Two of the jalapenos are dying. One of the jalapeno peppers ended up not being a jalapeno. It was from the store, and it's a bell pepper. And one of the, as I'd mentioned previously, one of the banana peppers had died as well, right there on the end. So we'll be getting some replacements for those if I can find them. My tomatoes, yes, they look alright. Looks like they're growing well. I topped this one off accidentally, so it's going to be, I can't, for some reason I'm not getting it to sprout and grow higher, so I guess I'll just have to replace it. This one is the, oh man, I can't think of the name of it, but it's the one that grows the odd-shaped tomatoes. Really good tasting, but odd-shaped. Mexican midget, growing like crazy, but again, my challenge with this is I'm getting lots of throughout the life of these tomatoes, I'm getting lots of buds, but I'm not getting tomatoes. It's almost like they bud, and they start to grow, to look like they're going to produce, and then they just fall off. So I don't know why. Doesn't make sense to me. And then one more thing, over here, my squash has been attacked by some kind of a worm or a larva that gets inside it, and I've sprayed BT, and I just am having a hard time keeping up with it. So it's starting to produce, but it's not pretty. It just isn't. So I know there's things I need to learn about this. You all can throw in some advice if you'd like to, and we'll go from there. One of my Romas had almost died, and I was able to bring it back to life. And then I also trimmed off a, oh, I don't know what, sucker. I trimmed off a sucker, and I planted it right there. And over here in the corner bed, the small one here to the right is a Mexican midget sucker, and this one is a sucker that I planted that came from this middle tomato right here in the middle. And again, I'm sorry, I don't recall what that is. So that's the garden update. I'm sorry my yard looks a little messy. I haven't had time to keep up with it, but hey, that's the way it is. And if I can get some seed off of this grass, maybe I won't have to reseed it this fall. So let's move up to the front. Alright, so for all of y'all that watch me for my pond updates and for what's going on with my pond, again, I'm sorry my yard is a little messy, but hey, this is the condition of the pond. Still have all 12 of my fish. I'm not losing them. The water clarity is much foggier than what I'd like it to be. It looks more like a muddy stream than anything else, and I know that's because of the poor quality of my filter. Also, I've sprung a leak in the in the waterfall, and the reason why is that when I bought this thing, they had it built with rubber. The waterfall was built out of rubber and supported, and then it all runs down, and again it maintains its rubber liner. However, this pond liner rubber has started to crack and disintegrate in different places. So for now, I just have a pipe, a riser up from the pipe that distributes it into this liner and dumps it out. And I'm open to ideas on how I can do this. I was thinking I might actually get some fiberglass resin and line all of this, clean it out, line it all, pour resin in here, and build a hard shell out of this rubber form and use that for the waterfall. However, I also thought that it may be kind of cool to put a planter up here, a very large planter and pot, and run this pipe up underneath and through the bottom of the planter with a bulkhead fitting, and then use the pot as a portion of filter, and at the same time let it overflow the pot and run into the water feature as well. So and then also to make this back here where we have dirt for planting a flower bed, make this be a large bog that can have a separate pump that would pump water up here and let it run back towards the pond in a bog, and use that for filtration. Again, I still have all my fish. The lily pads are starting to cover quite nicely. My foliage is starting to grow, yet it's just not as good as I'd like. I need more plants, but we don't have the money to go and buy it right now. So hey, that's just the way it is. And overall, the pond is turning into a good venture. It's becoming more stabilized, I do believe. However, my issue again is my water continues to stay very mucky looking like this. You can see the fish, but it's not clear like it was. Yet I don't have an issue with the string algae. It's all very fine and somewhat seemingly muddy looking. And so overall, I'm happy, but I know that I can get better with the pond. I'm not sure what to do to I'm not sure what to do that I can do affordably. So right now, you know, it is what it is. This is just slowly a work in progress, and as we have more money, I will continue to do things to this that will help it to look nicer and will help it to filter better. But right now I'm using that old filter, and you know, I'm open to ideas. If y'all have an idea that I can do and use it, put in my water feature to actually build a better filter. I don't have room for a sand and gravel filter, but, well, I say that. I don't think I have room for a sand and gravel filter in that waterfall. However, I may be able to do a smaller one, like a 15 or a 30 gallon sand and gravel filter. So, you know, that's another idea. If y'all have an idea, I'm open to it. Tell me what you all would do with this situation. Again, trying to hide my water filter. So I'm open to ideas, y'all. Tell me what you think you would do.
If you found this video to be helpful, informative, or otherwise entertaining, don't forget to subscribe, and as always, remember to smile for a stranger today. You'll both be glad you did.